Sign up for free Stratfor Intelligence. Simply enter your email address to receive 2 free reports each week.
Libyan rebel forces claimed Monday that they had taken the eastern town of Brega, a lucrative port town home to key oil-related infrastructure. The rebel spokesman who made the claim said that rebels are currently trying to clear the city of landmines, while the Libyan army continues to attack their positions with missile fire from the west. Even if the rebel claims are true, there is no evidence that they'll be able to hold Brega, much less push further west along the coast towards Tripoli. Meanwhile, the push towards a political solution to end the Libyan war continues. The longer this goes, the more likely the NATO countries leading the campaign, France, the US, and the UK, are to seek a negotiated settlement, something to which Gaddafi will be reticent to agree. This is not the first time that rebels have taken the town of Brega. It actually happened last April as well, shortly after the NATO air campaign began. Rebel forces made it all the way to the eastern outskirts of Gaddafi's hometown of Sirte in April, before being pushed back by the Libyan army. And Gaddafi's forces may very well push them back this time as well. There has yet to be a true military shift on the ground in Libya. NATO jets have been bombing the country for 4 months, but the fundamental problem remains, and that is that the rebel forces are not able to make any meaningful advance on Tripoli. There are 3 fronts in the Libyan war. The main one is in the east, where Brega is located. Then there is the pocket of rebellion in the western coastal town of Misrata, and finally there are the Berber guerrillas in the Nafusa mountains southwest of the capital. Rebel forces have made advances on all 3 fronts in the last month, but on none of these fronts do they stand any good chance of pushing through in the near future. Problems of proper arms and equipment, sufficient military training, and perhaps most importantly, good leadership continue to create problems for the rebels. The terrain on the approaches to Tripoli also creates problems for any invasion of the capital. Flat ground that's devoid of natural defenses gives the advantage to the more heavily fortified Libyan army. It's true that Gaddafi's forces have been degraded as well by the months-long NATO campaign, but nothing short of a complete implosion of the regime will open up the door to Tripoli. The rebels' military deficiencies will play a big role in the path towards finding a solution to the war in Libya. NATO has displayed a commitment to maintaining the bombing campaign for the next few months at least, but its member states are not willing to send in ground troops. And so the coalition seems to be hoping for one of 2 things: that an airstrike can assassinate Gaddafi, which is an unlikely scenario, or that continuous military pressure will lead to the implosion of the Gaddafi regime. This is why the Western powers currently bombing Libya are simultaneously laying the groundwork for a political solution, just in case the military option doesn't work. All of these countries are still in agreement that Gaddafi must go, but the question is how to enforce this. Certainly, the issuance of an ICC warrant for Gaddafi's arrest will only decrease his willingness to step down in any sort of negotiated settlement. And the talks that will inevitably begin, should things continue to follow the current trajectory, will most likely involve other members of the Gaddafi regime, rather than the brother leader himself. But where it goes from there will be dictated in large part by the force the Libyan rebels are able to bring to bear.